What if you could stop juggling underpriced offers, back to back sessions, and hours of unpaid content work every week and still hit six figures with just six clients a week or less? Sounds like a dream, right? Then you're exactly who this training was made for, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're like most of the coaches, practitioners, and wellness professionals that I work with, you didn't start your business because you wanted to become a marketer or a content machine or a full time salesperson. You started it because you genuinely wanted to help people. But somewhere along the way, you got hit with advice like you have to show your face on social media every day. You need a low ticket offer funnel before asking for more money. Be accessible, but also charge what you're worth. And don't niche down because then you'll turn away potential clients. And now your calendar's full, your income's flatlined, and you're still not living the lifestyle that you know is possible for you. Today, I'm going to show you a better way, a simpler, more sustainable way to hit consistent $10,000 months by selling just one high ticket signature program to dream clients who value your work. You'll be able to do it on part time hours with clear boundaries and without turning into a full time content creator to make it happen. And before you start thinking that probably works for other people, but not for me, let me be clear. It absolutely can work for you. It doesn't matter if you're 28 or 58, whether you have a big audience or none at all. If you have legitimate expertise and a track record of helping people, this method will work for you. In this training, I'm going to walk you through the exact framework that we use to help our clients create six-figure businesses without the burnout, without the chaos, and without selling their soul to do it. This is specifically for the health and wellness professional who's really good at what they do, but whose business just doesn't reflect it yet. You've got the degrees, the certifications, even the testimonials, but you're still undercharging, over-delivering, and feeling low-key embarrassed about how messy your back-end systems are. You're probably taking clients from everywhere, some paying in full, some paying way too little, and some just ghosting altogether after a session or two. And when you look at your calendar, it's full, but your Stripe or bank account, it still doesn't show the results that you were hoping for. You're not lazy and you're not new to this, and you're definitely not the problem. You've just never been shown a real system that works for your lifestyle, your values, and the way that you want to build your business. The good news is that you're in the right place today. And before I walk you through what that system looks like, let me back up and share how I got to where I am today because I have been exactly where you are. Now, if we haven't met yet, I'm Laura Schoenfeld. I'm a registered dietitian and a business coach for wellness practitioners and coaches who want to grow their business in a way that actually supports their life, not in a way that runs it. I started my online business in 2014, and I've grown it to over $500,000 in sales every year, working part-time hours and even taking several months off for 2 different maternity leaves since 2022. I've helped hundreds of coaches and experts grow to consistent $5,000, $10,000, even $25,000 months and beyond by focusing on one simple strategy: create one high-ticket signature program and learn how to consistently enroll dream clients into it. I'm known for helping my clients double, triple, or even 5x their income with offers that feel aligned, messaging that feels authentic, and sales that feel ethical. That is the standard that we set inside my MBA program. But the truth is, I didn't always have it figured out. I definitely didn't fall into a multi-six-figure business, and I definitely wasn't an overnight success either. In fact, it took me way too long, too much stress, and a whole lot of financial investment, over $400,000 to be exact, before I finally cracked the code on how to build a business that's both profitable and sustainable. Let me tell you what pushed me over the edge and almost had me giving up. Back in 2017, I invested in this big mastermind, thinking that it was going to completely transform my business. At the time, I was already doing decently well. I was averaging around $5,000 months, but I really wanted to grow beyond that, and I was desperate for direction. I wanted someone to just give me all the answers. I thought, if I just get in the room with successful people doing this, I'll figure it out. But here is what happened instead. I got flooded with information that was not appropriate for the stage of business I was in. Do this, add this, launch this, try this funnel, sell this service, run this challenge, hire this person. It was nonstop. And the problem? I didn't have the energy, time, or the support to implement almost any of it. I was still taking client after client just to pay my bills, which were now higher because of this mastermind. I was working nights, working weekends, skipping lunch, and feeling completely maxed out and still wondering why my business wasn't growing. I ended that year over $20,000 in business debt, and worse than that, I felt ashamed. I felt like I'd failed at the thing that I was supposed to be good at. Like I should have had it together by now. But that year, as painful and frustrating as it was, gave me the clarity I desperately needed. Now, you'd think that after going through that mastermind and hitting that low point, I'd come out the other side with everything figured out. But no. A couple years later, I launched a 12-week group program that I was so sure that people needed. I had already made about $20,000 from selling it one-on-one to the clients who I'd already worked with privately. So I figured at that point it was ready to scale. I built the content, designed the curriculum, created all the sales assets. I even hired a designer and spent $5,000 on Facebook ads. I priced it at $997, thinking that was a no-brainer price for 12 weeks of high-touch coaching and a rock-solid program. But here's the thing. I didn't build it based on what my audience actually wanted. I built it based on what I was excited about, what I thought that they should want as the expert, what I would have wanted at that stage of my journey. And guess what? It flopped. After 3 months of prep, thousands in ad spend, and getting over a ton of fear just to launch it on live video, I made a whopping $5,000 in sales, and that was only because one of the people who joined upgraded to the VIP level. So I barely broke even. I didn't make any profit. I had put in months of work, and I made zero momentum. I felt sick. I honestly thought maybe this is the end of my nutrition business. I remember sitting on the floor of my office, crying, thinking, what else can I give? And that moment taught me one of the most expensive but valuable lessons I've ever learned. Just because you care deeply does not mean that your offer will sell. It has to be positioned to solve a problem that your audience already knows that they need help with. Now, the good news, that was the legitimate turning point, and that's when I stopped guessing and started building my business differently. I finally realized I had made my business way too complicated. And in the process, I'd skipped over the most important foundation, making sure my program actually solved a problem that people actually wanted to pay for. So in desperation, I stripped it all back and I focused on one thing, building a high-ticket signature offer based on solving a specific problem. First, I created a $4,500 hybrid one-on-one nutrition program designed to deliver a real transformation. And for those who weren't quite ready for that, I launched a $1,000 group program that still got incredible results for a specific type of person. That year, I brought in over $250,000 in revenue. I worked less, I felt clearer, I was attracting better fit clients, and for the first time, I actually felt proud of the business I had built. That shift, going from overcomplication to focused simplicity, changed everything. I had one premium offer, one clear message, and one aligned enrollment process. That is what turned things around. And when I started teaching that same strategy to my first business coaching clients, they got results even faster than I did. Now, over 5 years later, this is the exact method that I teach inside the NBA. And it's the same one that I still use to keep my business streamlined, profitable, and flexible through every season of my life. Let me show you exactly how it works and the counterintuitive way that we build it that makes it so much more effective than anything else I've ever seen. I want to explain why I believe so deeply in starting with a high-ticket signature program and why it's the fastest and simplest way to grow to six figures, especially if your audience is small right now. If your goal is $100,000 a year, let's break that down. If you have a $2,000 offer, that's just 50 clients a year, which is fewer than 5 clients a month. Now, if you're increasing that, you're charging $3,000 to $5,000, that number drops even more. Now, compare that to trying to sell a $97 offer to over 1,000 people. or running a group program or course when your audience isn't even big enough to fill it. Or worse, stacking your one-on-one sessions at $100 a pop, day after day, just to break even. It's exhausting, it's not scalable, and it definitely doesn't reward your expertise. Now, a high-ticket signature program is different. It allows you to focus on fewer, more committed clients. You can deliver deeper transformation with better boundaries around your time and energy, and you can create consistent income with less marketing and a smaller audience. And you can do it all without needing to go viral or to be on social media 24/7. This is why I say one offer, 6 clients a week. That's all it takes to hit 6 figures. And this is the model we help you build inside the NBA program. It's how our clients are scaling to $10,000 months and beyond without burnout, content overload, or hustling for attention online. The framework I teach my clients is called Attract, Convert, Serve. It's the full client journey, everything from how people find you to how they say yes to working with you, to how you deliver real results that make them want to stay, refer their friends, and rave about you online. But here's what makes it different. We actually don't build it in that order. We build it backwards on purpose. Because if you don't have a strong offer, one that creates transformation, reflects your unique values, and is priced to match its impact, none of that other stuff matters. Most business advice starts with visibility. They say, post more, show up daily, grow your audience, build your brand. But here's the truth. Visibility without clarity on what you're selling just amplifies the confusion. It doesn't convert clients, it just overwhelms and confuses them. Trying to attract clients before your offer is dialed in yet is like decorating a house that hasn't even been built yet. You're picking out paint colors and curtains, but the foundation's not even been poured. That's why we don't do it the way most coaches do. We start with Serve, which is crafting your signature program, and then we build your sales and marketing strategy around that specific high-value offer. Let me show you exactly how it works step by step. Serve is where everything starts. We help you build out one clear premium offer, which is your signature program, which is structured around a single transformation your ideal client deeply wants. We look at what you want to be known for, what gets your clients the best results, and how you can deliver it in a way that protects your time, energy, and boundaries. This isn't about adding more and just packing your stuff with more deliverables. It's about building something so dialed in that it can generate $10,000 months with as little as 6 clients a week or less. This is how you get out of that one-on-one client grind. This is how you go from fully booked but still broke to strategic, spacious, and well paid. But once you've got your offer, how do you actually get people to say yes to it? Let's talk about that next. Most of my clients come into the NBA saying, I hate selling. So if that's you, you're not alone. And I get it. You've probably seen sales done in gross, pushy, bro-centric ways. But here's what I tell my clients. Sales isn't about convincing someone to buy something that they don't want. It's about helping the right people make a confident decision, and that decision can be either a yes or a no. But when you know how to sell effectively, you're going to get far more yeses than nos in your sales conversations. Inside the NBA, we teach you exactly how to do that in a way that feels like service and not pressure. We show you how to have authentic conversations, to give clear invitations, and to do it with zero awkward, high-pressure tactics. Plus, we support you in this every step of the way, and that includes our AI chatbot that reviews your sales calls and gives you ethical, personalized feedback in seconds. This is the point where everything starts to click, where your pricing starts to feel clean, where calls start to feel natural, and where selling actually starts to feel good. And once you're enrolling aligned clients with ease, the only question left is, how do you attract more of them on a consistent basis? Let's talk about that next. Here's where most business advice completely breaks down. They tell you just show up consistently. But show up where? Say what? And to who? Inside the NBA, we help you create attraction content that actually works. And you get to pick where you're showing up, whether that's Instagram, podcasting, email, blogging, or whatever platform suits you best. Because here's the truth. Most of my clients come in with what I call content blindness. They're posting what they think is valuable, things like long form tips, how to's, detailed breakdowns. But it's either overwhelming their audience or it's giving them just enough information to feel helped without actually reaching out for support. So instead of creating demand for their paid offers, their content satisfies curiosity and ends up stalling conversions. That's why we don't just teach you to post more. We teach you to share content that builds curiosity and shifts beliefs, highlights the gap between where your ideal client is now and where they want to be, and ultimately positions you as the guide so that working with you becomes the obvious next step. When all three pieces of your business are working together, your offer, your sales process, and your visibility strategy, that is when the real momentum kicks in. So let's zoom out and pull it all together. Here's the full picture. You build one high-ticket signature program structured to deliver results and priced to reflect your value and your financial goals. You learn how to enroll aligned, ready-to-buy clients without feeling salesy or second-guessing your price all the time. And you show up on the platform of your choice with a message that attracts the right people in a way that fits you, not the algorithm. That's it. One offer, one sales system, one sustainable path to six figures and beyond. It's simple, it's strategic, and it works, even if nothing else has before. Now, I want to take it a step further and show you why this works when everything else hasn't, and how you can start building traction this week, even if you're feeling stuck right now. So let's break this down a bit more. What actually makes a high-ticket signature program work? And not in theory, I mean in real life for real clients in a real coaching or practitioner business like yours. Here is what every single successful signature program includes. One clear outcome, not improve your health, not feel better, but something specific, tangible, and measurable. Something like lose 15 pounds of pregnancy weight without tanking your milk supply. It also includes one repeatable process. This is your unique method, the 3 to 5 steps that you walk your clients through to help them get the result. It gives your offer structure and it actually makes it easier to sell. It also includes one delivery format, whether that's one-on-one, a hybrid program, a high-ticket group. Whatever it is, it needs to protect your energy and fit your life. We help you choose the right container so that your offer feels both sustainable and scalable. And finally, it needs one aligned price. Pricing isn't about confidence, it's about value. We help you set a price that matches the value of the outcome you deliver, not the number of hours you spend delivering it. This is what takes you from being available for coaching to being booked out with high-paying dream clients, with an offer that does all the heavy lifting for you. So now that you know what goes into a premium offer, let me show you the most common mistakes that will keep you from selling it. If you've been stuck spinning your wheels, staying busy but not really growing, it's probably because of one or more of these three things. The number one most common thing I see is selling sessions. You're still trading dollars for hours. And the problem with that is that the more you work, the more exhausted and burnt out you get. And your income still has a ceiling. It's not scalable. It's really just survival. Now, on top of that, a lot of the people we work with are undercharging. You want to keep your prices accessible, hoping that more people will say yes, but all that does is attract clients who hesitate, cancel, or just don't commit. You're not helping more people with low prices, you're running yourself into the ground. The third most common mistake is trying to be everywhere all at once online. You're posting constantly, maybe twice or 3 times a day, but you're not sure what's actually working. But you're afraid to stop because you wonder, well, what if this post is the one that gets me a client? It's draining, it's discouraging, and it's really not sustainable. Now, if you're doing these things, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means you've been following a business model that was never built for your lifestyle, your values, or your strengths. At best, you're working your tail off for every dollar you make in your business, and at worst, you're struggling to make sales at all. So let me call out what I see all the time because I used to do it too. You create this beautiful coaching offer with 14 one-on-one sessions, weekly check-ins, meal plans, bonus PDFs, messaging support, supplements, testing, and a rock bottom price tag of $697. You think that price will be a no-brainer, but people are still telling you it's too expensive. Or you make it so vague that your potential clients don't even really know what you're offering. So even if your price is low, they still don't buy because they just don't see the value. Here's the truth: if your offer has too many features, it becomes harder to explain and thus harder to sell. If your offer is too general and vague, people tune it out. And if your pricing is too low, you attract clients who are hesitant, inconsistent, and uncommitted. You want a clear, clean, high value offer that practically sells itself because your dream clients will instantly get who it's for, what it helps them achieve, and why it's worth every penny. And the best part is you don't have to figure all of this out on your own. Now, I want to pause here for just a second. Let's do a quick gut check. I want to ask you a few questions and just answer them honestly in your head. Number one, do you have a clear signature offer, something that you feel confident selling right now? Or are you still offering single sessions, custom packages, or underpriced programs that still feel hard to explain? Two, do you feel confident leading sales calls? Like, can you have a real conversation that ends in a clear, grounded yes or no? Or do you find yourself over explaining, discounting, or dreading that price part? When you create content, do you know exactly what to say to create demand? Or are you just posting and praying and hoping something sticks? Does your business feel like it supports your energy, your income, and your lifestyle? Or are you still spinning your wheels, staying way too busy, and wondering when it's finally all going to click? If you answered no or not really to any of those questions, trust me when I say you're not alone. Most of my clients come into the MBA program feeling exactly like that. They're brilliant at what they do, but no one ever taught them how to turn their skills into a business that actually works financially, emotionally, and energetically. That's what we do in the Nourished Business Accelerator. We take all the messy, disconnected parts of your business and help you build something that's clean, clear, and most importantly, profitable. If this little diagnostic helped you spot what's not working, that is a sign that you're ready for aligned support. And the best part is that with the right structure, you can create huge shifts in your business in a matter of weeks, not months, and definitely not years. Inside the NBA program, this is one of the first things we help you do, and we move fast. Most of our clients build and launch their signature program within the first 30 days of joining. Here's how we help you do that. First, you get the exact structure to follow. No guessing, no fluff, and definitely no cookie cutter templates that box you into somebody else's business model. You also get real time feedback on your offer, your pricing, your messaging, and pretty much anything you need help with from me and my team of trained support coaches. And to make things even easier, you get step-by-step guidance and support through our built-in custom chatbots. These are personalized tools that walk you through each decision for every step of the process and do it within seconds so that you never stay stuck. You don't need another 3-month trial and error season. And you definitely don't need to keep throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that at some point a noodle will stick. You need to get your signature offer built, priced, and sold. And that is what we help you do inside the NBA. Now, I want to make this even easier for you. So, here are 3 simple things that you can do this week to start getting traction right away. First, you need to clarify the outcome of your signature offer. What does your program actually help people achieve? And again, it's not feel better or improve their health or feel better in their bodies. I mean a clear, specific result, something like reverse burnout in 12 weeks or ditch bloating for good. Write it down, and if you really want to level it up, run it by somebody who actually has the problem that you solve. If they say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need, you're on the right track. Next, I invite you to practice saying your price out loud. Whatever price you want to charge, say it out loud until it feels neutral. If your voice wobbles or if your gut tightens up, that's important feedback. It means that there's some work to do on value alignment. You should be able to say your price clearly, calmly, and confidently, and actually feel excited about what you're offering. Finally, try creating one piece of content for one dream client. Forget about the algorithm, forget about building all these how-to tips, and forget about trying to post every day. Just write one piece of content, one post, one email, one podcast episode that speaks directly to one person's biggest problem and shows them how your unique method solves it. That's it. You don't need a whole new strategy. You just need focus and a few aligned moves. And here's the thing. If you had tools that literally walked you through each of these steps so that you didn't have to figure it out all alone, how much faster do you think you could get all of this done? Let me show you what we've built to help you exactly with that. So here's how we guide you through every step of the framework and show you exactly what to do so that you're never left wondering, what do I do next? Because when you join the NBA, you're not just getting a course, you're getting a guided, proven implementation system with real structure, real support, and real momentum. Here's how it works at each stage of the process. In the serve phase, we help you build your high-ticket signature program from scratch, or we'll help you refine what you already have. You'll get personalized feedback on your pricing, your offer structure, your delivery format, and your messaging so that everything feels crystal clear and fully aligned. By the end of this first phase, you'll have a premium offer that feels like a no-brainer to the right clients, and you'll feel proud and confident sharing it. In the convert phase, you'll learn how to lead enrollment conversations that feel natural. They'll feel like coaching, not selling. We'll give you tools to handle objections, own your pricing, and close sales without pressure or awkwardness. You'll get to practice, you'll get feedback, and you'll feel confident every time you talk to a potential client. And in the attract phase, we help you choose a marketing platform that actually fits you, not what everyone else says that you should do. You'll learn how to create content that builds real demand, not just scroll stopping tips or false confidence. No more guessing on what to post or wondering if it's working. You'll be able to show up with clarity, purpose, and a message that speaks directly to the clients that you actually want to work with. You do not have to figure this out on your own. We're here for you every step of the way. And to make it all even easier, I want to show you one of the tools that we've built to help make implementation feel light, fast, and totally doable, no matter how busy you are. Now, I know what it feels like to learn a strategy and then freeze the second you try to apply it. That moment where you open up a document, stare at the screen, and think, where do I even start? That's why inside the NBA, we didn't just build a curriculum for you. We built implementation tools to keep you moving even when life gets busy or doubt creeps in. How do we do this? We have custom-built chatbots that walk you through step-by-step through things like creating your offer, positioning your program, crafting your messaging, and even preparing for your next sales call. And if sales make you nervous, no worries. You can upload your sales call transcripts, and our chatbot will coach you exactly on where to improve and what to say next time. No pressure, no judgment, just real actionable feedback within seconds. It's like having a business coach in your pocket 24/7. Because let's be honest, support should never be the thing that slows you down. And when this process clicks into place, the results can happen so fast. Let me show you what this can look like. Here's what's possible when you implement what I've shared so far with the right structure and the right support. Jillian was completely burnt out from working in an insurance-based practice. She was drowning in paperwork, tied to somebody else's system, and she really couldn't see a way out. After working with me in the NBA program, she created a premium signature offer and everything changed. She now has a wait list of dream clients, she's more than doubled her revenue, and she cut her hours in half while doing it. Isabel was seeing 35 clients a week or more and barely breaking even with her insurance reimbursements. She was exhausted and questioning how long she could keep going. After joining the NBA, she cut her client load by 2/3, launched a scalable group program, and built a six-figure business that gives her more time, more income, and gave her her energy back. And then there's Susan. Susan was terrified to raise her prices, and honestly, she was terrified to join the program. She was undervaluing her work, and she was stuck in a cycle of over-delivering and second-guessing herself. But inside the NBA, she was able to build a high-ticket program. She enrolled her first premium clients within weeks and ultimately 5x'd her income and built a wait list of clients ready to work with her. Now, these ladies aren't unicorns. They're smart, capable coaches and practitioners just like you who followed a simple system that puts your time, your energy, and your values first. And now let me ask you something. What is it costing you to stay stuck? To keep juggling low paying sessions? To keep guessing your way through strategy and funnel hacking people that you see online? To keep saying yes to the wrong clients just to make ends meet? If you're honest, it's probably costing you more than just money. It's costing you your energy, your confidence, your time living in full presence with your family and your community, even your belief that this can actually work. And the longer you stay in this pattern, the deeper the groove is going to get. You start doubting yourself. You question whether you're even cut out for this. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are not the problem. The system you've been following is. And we can fix that. You've seen what's possible, you've seen what works and why it works. And now let me ask you something. What would your business and, more importantly, your life look like if this system I just shared with you was installed in your business in the next 90 days? Let me paint the picture for you. I want you to imagine this with me for a second. It's Monday morning. You're not jumping right into back-to-back sessions. You're not scrambling to fill your calendar. You're not answering DMs or rewriting your offer for the 10th time. You're sipping coffee or maybe some tea. You check your calendar and you see just a small handful of dream clients booked that week. Clients who get you and appreciate you. Clients who pay on time. Clients who show up ready to do the work. You've got white space in your calendar. You have time for your family, time to take care of your health, time to actually rest. Your business is built around your life, not the other way around. And even better, you're making full-time income on part-time hours doing work that actually lights you up. That is not a fantasy. That's what happens when you stop chasing low-ticket chaos or trying to piece together a business from single sessions and content creation burnout. And instead, you build one clear premium offer with a system to sell it on repeat. That is exactly what we help you create inside the NBA. And if that's the kind of business that you want, let's talk about your next step. The Nourished Business Accelerator is not a self-paced course. It's not a stack of PDFs, and it's definitely not a figure it out yourself type of experience. It's high-touch coaching, strategic support, real-time feedback, custom AI implementation tools, and a proven system to build a business that actually works financially, emotionally, and energetically. Inside the NBA, you'll follow a clear roadmap that's helped hundreds of coaches and practitioners like you create six-figure businesses without burning out or getting stuck in trial and error. You'll get weekly coaching calls and daily support from me and my team so that you never stay stuck or stalled. You'll be part of a private community of motivated, mission-driven business owners so that you're surrounded by people who actually get it. And you'll have access to built-in AI tools that help you move so fast from creating your offer to writing sales content to reviewing sales calls with ethical feedback for your next one. In NBA, you are not going it alone. We partner with you to help you build the kind of business that aligns with your values, supports your life, and actually pays you what you deserve. But here's the thing. It's not for everyone. We keep this container small and intentional, and that's why it's by application only. If you're a great fit, we will personally review your application and invite you to book a call where we can walk you through what it will look like to work together. No pressure, no salesy energy, just a real authentic conversation to help you get clear on your biggest goals and to help figure out whether NBA is the path to help you reach them. Let me show you exactly what happens when you apply. Here's how it works. First, you're going to click the link around this video and fill out a quick application. It should take less than 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops if you're long-winded. My team and I review every application personally to ensure it's a good fit within 2 business days. And if we believe it's a fit, we will reach out to schedule a private call to walk through next steps. You won't be pitch slapped. You won't be pressured into doing something you don't want to do. And if it's not a fit, we will let you know. But if it is a fit, this could be the moment your business finally clicks into place. And this can be the season you stop hustling for scraps and finally build something profitable, simple, and scalable. All you have to do is take that first step and submit your application. This program is for the coach or practitioner who's ready to step into her role as the CEO of her business without compromising her values, her boundaries, or her life to do it. It's for the coach or practitioner who's ready to raise her prices, deliver deeper transformation, and serve her clients at a higher level while earning more and working less along the way. It's for that expert who knows she's so good at what she does and is ready to be paid accordingly without burnout or second guessing her prices. But it's not for everyone. It's not for those looking for a quick fix. It's not for those unwilling to show up and do the work. And it's definitely not for those who avoid selling like the plague, even when it's done in a way that's ethical, effective, and completely in integrity. Because this is so much more than just about making more money. It's about creating more impact, experiencing more fulfillment, and building a business that finally gives you the freedom and balance you've been working so hard for. My team and I are here to help you build something real, something sustainable, and something deeply aligned with who you are. If that's what you're looking for, you're exactly in the right place. So right now, you've got two choices. You can keep doing what you've been doing, keep piecing together free advice, keep funnel hacking, keep tweaking your prices and guessing your way through strategy, hoping that maybe the next reel, the next freebie, the next maybe this will work moment finally clicks. Or you can do what the most successful coaches and practitioners in this space have done and get the support, the structure, and the strategy to build an online business that actually works. A business that reflects your expertise, supports your life, and pays you what your expertise is worth. One decision, one application, that's all it takes to start. Remember, you didn't build your business to feel this tired, this scattered, and this small. You started because you wanted to make a difference, because you care, and because you know you're meant to do meaningful work and be well compensated for it. You are not asking for too much. You already have the heart, you already have the skills, and you definitely have the desire to serve your clients at a high level. Now you're ready to build a business that reflects all of that with the income, the impact, and the lifestyle to match. All you need is the right structure, the right support, and the right system to make it all a reality. That is what I want to give you inside the NBA program. You are made for so much more than burnout, more than busy work, and more than surviving between one-on-one sessions. And you're ready to build something that lasts and something that truly lights you up. Now it's just about taking that first step and deciding that you're the kind of person who deserves everything she wants and is willing to do what it takes to create it. Because the MBA is so high touch, we only accept a limited number of applications each month. So if you know that this is for you, don't wait. Don't let your busy schedule pull you away from the freedom, fulfillment, and income that you're working so hard to create. Let's get your application in now so we can start a real conversation about what's next for you and how we can help you reach your next level. Because this isn't just about growing your business. This is about stepping into your CEO identity, the version of you who gets paid well, controls her calendar, and builds a business that is not only successful, but actually sustainable for years to come. So let's stop the hustle. Let's build something that lasts. And let's create a business that nourishes you financially, emotionally, and energetically. This isn't just what's possible. This is what's normal for our clients. And now I'd love to help you create your version of success too. And whether you decide to apply today or not, I just want to say this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for your vision, your business, and your future. Even just watching this training through to the end tells me that you're not just interested in change, you're ready for it. And I hope that this gave you the clarity and the confidence to take that next step, whatever it looks like for you. But if you know that this is your moment and you're ready for structure, support, and a strategy that actually works, then don't wait. Click the link, apply now, and let's build the business that you were always meant to run. I would be honored to help you get there inside the NBA.